Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Albany Roosevelt Valor in Grand Theft Auto Online. This vehicle is on sale at the time of recording this video for about $700,000, down from $980,000, so pretty significant discount. This is being filmed at Valentine's Day, so if you're watching this in the future, the car probably won't be on sale. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and customize this vehicle. We're doing a customization back in the CEO garage. It's been a very long time since we've done a customization here, so I am pretty excited about this. I don't think that I've ever customized this car either, so I'm excited. We're gonna start off with the armor. We're gonna go all the way up on that, of course. For the brakes, this thing, I'm gonna guess that it's probably gonna need brakes, so we'll go race brakes on that for sure. For the front and rear bumpers, we do have some options here. For the front bumpers, we got the stock front bumper, the classic chrome bumper, and the elegance chrome bumper. I personally kind of like the classic chrome bumper the best, so we're gonna go for that option. For the rear bumper, we have the classic chrome here and the elegance chrome as well. I'll go classic chrome on the rear as well because I feel like it just kind of looks the best, so we'll do that. Oh my god, we have a lot of stuff to customize here. Okay, for the arch covers, we can put a primary color arch cover on if we so choose. And it also adds this little detail up here. You know, typically I wouldn't go for something like this, but I think on this car it kind of fits, so let's actually do it. For the side hood grills, we can add those onto the car if we want to. I'm not a super big fan of it because I feel like it just doesn't seem like it would actually be a thing. Like, we got the spare wheels here, and then the heat's just gonna go into it, so I'm not really a big fan of that, so we'll leave that alone. We can add some chrome horns onto the front of this thing. We can also add some chrome lights, or some lights, detail, and horns. Let's make this thing have a very complicated front end. How many lights are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we got the 2 horns. Great, we're doing great. Okay, for the spare wheels on the sides, we can do spare wheel, or we can do spare wheel covers. You know, honestly, I kind of like the look of it with the stock doors because it has the mirrors on there. So I'm almost tempted to keep it, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like it'll look weird with this though if we do end up changing the rims, which we might not, but if we do change it, that's gonna look weird. So I'm gonna keep it stock. For the badges, we can add the Albany badge, the hood ornament there, the diamond badge, or of course the diamond wing badge. What does that even... Oh, I see. Oh, that's pretty cool actually. Honestly, I kind of like the Albany badge, but at the same time there is one right there as well, so I'm thinking maybe we go for the diamond wing badge. Why not? For light deflectors, we can go mesh light deflectors, or of course chrome light deflectors. Those look like they wouldn't let any light out, so I guess we'll go for the mesh light deflectors. Ornaments, we can put on... Oh, that looks sick actually. On top of the fenders there, some fender ornaments. Let's do it, why not? Spotlights, we can add extra spotlights onto the car. No way. Oh, wait a minute, what? Oh no, we're just adding a pole for those to stand on instead of them effectively being like a mirror. So this thing actually has 8 lights on the front of it, my bad. I kind of like the look of it better with the like spotlight thing, so let's actually do that. And the spare rear wheel, let's go ahead and we'll add it with the cover, I guess, and then maybe we just won't change the wheels. I don't know, we'll see. Engine tunes, we got to go all the way up. This thing is going to be slow, I have a feeling, so let's do that. For the grill, we can go for the classic chrome grill or the vertical chrome grill. Honestly, I really like the stock grill, I'm not gonna lie. However, the classic chrome grill is pretty nice, and so is the vertical chrome. I just feel like there's a lot of chrome going on though, so I'm gonna leave it stock. So let's just leave that alone. We can put vertical ram pipes on this thing, a triple intake bug catcher, or single intake. Not a fan of any of it, we're not doing that. For the lights though, we will go xenon because I feel like it just looks a little bit better. Could also do some neon on this thing. I feel like if it was like a, you know, elegant neon, if that's a thing, I feel like it would kind of work with this car. I just don't think that I want to put it on. So let's leave it alone. License plate, let's do yellow and black, of course. For the respray of the car itself, I would like to go for something that is going to be somewhat eye-catching. I'm thinking about maybe a racing blue. Racing blue is a pretty good color, and I feel like it would look great on this thing. However, could also go for... Oh my goodness, why does sunrise orange look so damn good? Woo! Whew, okay, maybe a sunrise orange. Honestly, that looks so good. I can't even pass it up. We're gonna go sunrise orange. For the secondary color, do we want to match that with the sunrise orange, or do we want to make it a different color? Honestly, I feel like it looks really good with the sunrise orange in the secondary as well. The detail of the car is a little weird though if you do that, so maybe we won't. However, maybe what if we remove the pearlescent? Let's remove the pearlescent, make it black. This looks pretty sick. Oh, it kind of looks like Halloween though, doesn't it? Like a little bit. Maybe we go for a different color. Hang on. Let's see. It kind of just feels like a Halloween car, like low-key. It kind of reminds me of like the Frankenstein or something. What about like a gasoline green? Honestly, that looks great in my opinion. Let's do that. That's way better. That's way better. Let's do that. Chrome step plates. Let's put those on the car actually, because I think it adds a little more detail. Why not? For the suspension, we are going to lower this thing because it's going to need all the handling it can get. Raised transmission, gotta add that on. The turbo tuning as well for sure. For the wheels, let's go for some high-end cheetah carbon R's, I think. No, I think I'm gonna leave the wheels alone, because if I don't, then they're not gonna match up with the spares. So I think we're just basically gonna have to leave it. Bulletproof the tires though, for sure we will do that. And the windows, I'm not really sure that they had tint back in like 1920 when this thing was a thing, but we will limo tint it because why not? Okay. That is pretty much it for the customization on the Albany Roosevelt Valor. Let's take this thing down to the ground and we're going to do a sound test as well as a full review on the car as well. All right, here we are outside. Let's just take a listen. Kind of sounds like an old guy coughing or something, you know what I mean? Like it's, yeah, I'd say that's far from a good engine sound, but at the same time, I think it definitely is pretty unique. I don't know many cars that sound like this thing does, which that's not really a compliment, and that's also not really a diss. It's just, yeah, that's just what it is. The Roosevelt Valor. This thing actually picks up pretty good. I believe this vehicle, if I'm not mistaken, is actually all-wheel drive, which I'm also not sure that they knew what that was in 1920 when this thing was, created. But you know what? That's besides the point. Let's actually just test my theory here, because I don't know, it picks up really well. Like I'm kind of thinking it must be all-wheel drive, or maybe those rear wheels just have so much grip. Oh, it is rear-wheel drive only. Wow, hang on. I feel like I haven't tested this right. Like I need to get one of the front wheels up in the air or something, because I feel like it's got like a crazy split on it, like 95% to the rear wheels and like 5% of the fronts or something like that. Like it's not an even split, that's for sure. It might actually just be rear wheel drive though. I'm really not sure. So let's oh, I wonder if I turn the car. Oh no, I'm starting to feel pretty confident that it is actually just rear wheel drive. It's not picking up too quick up that hill, that's for sure. Okay, well we'll just say it's rear wheel drive. If I'm wrong, somebody will correct me in the comments, I'm sure, so that's good. Honestly though, like that is some high praise for this thing. It does feel like an all-wheel drive car at times. So that's to say, it launches very well, off the line very quick. It picks up very well too. Like the acceleration overall is just quite good actually for a car that's from, I believe, 2014, which that is a very long time ago. So in fact, that's almost 10 years ago, which is even scarier and crazier to think about. But the Roosevelt Valor, honestly, for $980,000, it is kind of a ripoff. You can get the regular Roosevelt for a lot cheaper, although the regular Roosevelt does not have near the customization that the Roosevelt Valor has. I'd say out of the two, I would go for the Valor. I think it's a little faster too, maybe. And definitely the customization is superior on the Valor. So definitely this out of the two is the one to get, although it is going to come at an extra cost. But I do think if you're going to spend the money on it anyways, if you're planning on getting a Roosevelt, I do think that the Valor is the one to go for, no matter how much more money it is than the regular one. All that stuff, you will be happy that you bought the Valor because of the extra customization and everything that you can do to it. So I would definitely say that this car is the one to go for. Just in case you were wondering, all those lights that we added onto the car do work, except for the ones in the bumper. So this thing probably at nighttime is pretty darn good. So that's another thing to like about this vehicle. I would say that the handling is actually shockingly good on this car. For the tires being like as skinny as they are, this thing is very, very grippy. Like it does not seem to spin out around any corner really. The only way you can really get it to spin out is if you're like doing like a slalom or something like that. Like you're going back and forth, turning all the way one way and then going back, and then yeah, like that's really the only way that you can get the rear wheels to break traction. Oh, drift? No way. Yeah, it's kind of a fun car, guys. Definitely not my favorite car in the game. I'm really not a fan of older cars like this, but I must say that the performance is actually pretty good. It's decently quick. The acceleration is okay. Top speed, it's gonna be weaker, but that's okay. It feels like it's all-wheel drive. Overall, I think that this is a great car to pick up, and especially for Valentine's Day, it's going to be a nice one for you guys to own. Definitely something that I would look into for sure. If you play with a lot of friends as well, you can have, I believe, 8 players in this vehicle. The additional 4 that are not on the inside are going to be hanging off of the skirts there and off of, I believe, the roof. Which is pretty cool actually. So if you want to get like the ultimate drive-by vehicle, this or the Granger 3500 would be great choices. But seeing as how we're talking about this, this car could do that for you. That's pretty much all I have to say about the Roosevelt Valor. I think that you should pick this thing up while it is on sale if you have the opportunity to. However, if you don't care and you're watching this in the future, just pick it up at full price. You will thank yourself for getting the Valor over the regular Roosevelt, I do believe. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike of course. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.